Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources. We are still playing this season's update, so that's pretty cool. We survived our first winter in the last episode and we're taking a bit of a drive on this ambulance over here. That's kind of using my footpaths, but that's kind of what we expected to do. So yes, thank you so much. Oh, the support has again been amazing. You guys seem to be enjoying this quite a lot, and I've got a lot of tips from you guys. So one of the first ones is match road surfaces and vehicle speed. So if we're using vehicles that are 60 kilometers an hour, we don't need to go to asphalt. We should just use gravel. So I think the dirt roads is 35 kilometers an hour. It's 35 kilometers an hour, the gravel is 60, and then the asphalt is 100. Provide enough transport for 3 shifts. So it's effectively saying that we should be providing enough, well, let's get out of here and I'll show you what I mean by that. So if we come over here, there's 50 guys that can be working here, or 50 workers that can work here. So what we should be doing is we should be providing enough transport so that we can get 150 people here over this shift period, so the 3 shifts. So basically the one bus that's going to carry how many people? 60 is not quite enough. We probably need at least 3 of them. So that's something to take into account, and we will. Remember that we need professionals at some point, and it does kind of hamper the economy if we don't have them. So I do think we maybe start with some kind of small university in here, a modded one or something, so we can just start getting a little bit of professional growth going on over here. Now, then we need a lot of room for the construction industry and for the food industry. And yes, I do agree with that. And maybe sometimes using some of these smaller mods like the small farm and things like that might not last us very long. And so maybe we should just plan out a big one from the start. Okay, and then some of the kind of applications for planning that we need to do is let's get the industrial areas gravelized as soon as possible. So those are some of the things that we're going to address in this episode. What I'd also like to do is I'll continue to speed things along because we are in fact starting to grow some of these, and I do think we should probably switch on one of these to be constructed also. So I want to do maybe something like this. Let's see about running one road through there. We'll tie that in on 2 sides and over there, and I think maybe do something like that, and then this will, I believe that will activate construction on here, and so we will start seeing some construction happening there. I do want us to get as much of this gravel roads over here as much as we can. Did we finish this one off? Yeah, we did. So I can go ahead and buy some snow plows, and I can in fact buy them over here. It's even closer to the border, but anyway, we'll continue with what we've been doing. So if we go snow plow, I'm just going to grab an extra maybe 3 of them over here, and then hopefully we will have a better handle on things come next winter. That's the idea, at least. Okay, I do want us to set something up. Oh, so some of the things I want to do is I want to get rid of this. So as soon as we've emptied that one out, I'm going to get rid of that. And I do think I would rather get a little bit more distribution facilities over here so that we kind of do both directions. I don't want both imports and exports to be running on this because it's going to confuse things a little bit, and it's already kind of starting to do that. So I think we may as well start building another this distribution office over here, one of the smaller ones that can potentially cover, actually maybe just a small one over here could be quite useful to actually handle these deliveries, whether that be for exports or for the distribution. I think that could actually work quite well because we won't be kind of running multiple trucks for the export or for the distribution. So let's grab something that's going to be kind of smallerish, not tiny, but maybe like a 3 or something like that. Let's just see, how big is this one? How many vehicles spots does it have? It has 4. So I kind of like the 4, and I kind of like the one with the little roof there. So let's I'm quite comfortable to just get that one in there and maybe start construction on that. I'm not building that, right? No, it should, the construction office should do its thing. I just wonder why we already have the piles of stuff there. Anyway, this is underway over here. Construction is extremely slow, but it is underway. And do we have any way of saying, well, we don't want I don't know if we're going to get people to come and work here or not, but anyway, we will. Okay, so now it gets a little tricky in terms of providing all of these gravel roads, basically. So some of these facilities, for instance, are difficult because, but at least all of them can be accessed from multiple sides. So one of the things that I want to do is maybe I'll just trim out some of this and actually some of that. I'd rather kind of try and tie it in, but I don't think that's going to be a possibility. I believe that has been an issue for us. So let's do something like this and see if we can... Yeah, it really does not want to do it over there. So I believe, hopefully it'll be okay from that side. What I want to do is I get the gravel so that we can start running some of these roads. Oh, they don't actually want us to... Oh, I was hoping we can do it in one foul swoop there. But getting that sorted would be a good starting point. So we do need to get all of this done. This construction is actually going along pretty smoothly, but I do want us to get those materials away from the constant imports, you know. So some of the things that I'm going to do in this episode is going to lay out the coal industry over here, and we do have a better spot here as well. Well, we've got this spot and another spot and then potentially a third spot. But what I'll do is I'm going to look into setting up. So if we kind of run it this way, should be able to tie into something over there and then get something up here. You'll see what I mean kind of shortly. I just want to make sure that we get high quality area sorted out over there. For the time being, I'm going to switch off the construction or suspend it at least. And we're just going to continue our dirt road all the way this way and tie that in there. We will need some way to kind of get people to come to work here, buses or something. Now we also need for this, I'm tempted to get a small aggregate storage just for this. I mean, it's possible. So if we get a small aggregate storage maybe over here somewhere, how much does a small aggregate storage take? It takes 170 tons of coal ore, or this one is much more. I think the small one is going to be just fine. And I like the idea of kind of having it over here. But we'll plan it out first and then we'll see how it goes. The game is continuing, so we should have that construction underway while we do this. So if I go in here, I want to have a look at the at this stuff. Actually, I do want us to maybe use the modded version of it though. Let's just get that. So the conveyor system, the tower one, I believe is something that we have at the end here. 3 into 1. So something like that is exactly what I'm after. But unfortunately, yeah, that could work. See, this it wants to. This wants to work, and then, haha, look at that. I want to do that. How much is that? That's going to be a lot of, not that much actually. Not that much, but that's kind of what I had in mind. So I want to do that. So I don't think any of this will start being built straight away. Can I just maybe suspend this construction? I'm not sure if all of this will run into construction straight away. Anyway, that's the plan. So this is the idea we have here. Potentially we can tie a third in there later if we should want to, but I think that'll be fairly effective. We need to definitely get a bus stop or something over here. Then from there we would like to process our coal, and to be honest, we probably need to make room for multiple ones, because from these mines you should be able to process a hell of a lot of coal. So what I'll do is I'll get the modded tower thingy yet again, this one, 1 into 3 I think is what I'm after. Yeah, that's the plan. So we'll do 1 into 3, something like this, and that should give us a good place to maybe do three in different locations. I'm not going to build all 3 of them, but I do want to go into that potentially at some point. So if we do this, we go to coal processing. I'm just going to place them so that we don't forget about them. So I'll do, well, let's do this. Actually, let's start off with this one here first, because this is going to be the toughest one to place. Especially considering this this road situation here. Can I quickly try and get a road in there, and then hopefully... So if we do that, and then I try it again. So this is what this, this game is constantly about, trying to squeeze the stuff in here. Oh, it is in fact working. Yeah, that's not bad. So then I'm just going to try and get it as best as possible over there. And we will end up tying in the last one, maybe something like that. Now, if we have a bus stop down here, we will have to have big buses that runs these journeys in order to get that to work. So we can try and obviously tie that into a bus situation over here that will allow these guys to kind of walk over that way. This is a bit of a problem over here. So let's just see if we can at least get, yeah, we can get that through there. We can get this one through here, potentially even over here. So let's do that. We'll tie that back. We'll get this one to just tie in over there. So all of those should be reachable if we provide some kind of bus stop facility right here. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna trim back. Well, alternatively, we can put the bus stop right in there. Yeah, let's try for something like that. So if we go to some modded bus platforms, no, really, is this all? Oh, no, this is second page. So if I go with something like potentially this, okay, actually we need a straight through section. That's not really going to work for us. If we go with, that's one way, that's just small. If that's just small to the one side, if we do something like that, we should really be able to have a good walking distance for everyone. So let's try that as an option, and then we'll get our dirt road to kind of connect in there and in there. Oh yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I think that kind of works. Then all we'll do is we'll tie this one in here. So that should hopefully mean that they can walk everywhere, as well as on this side, walk everywhere. So that should be a pretty good one. That's a double bus stop right there. I think that's going to work pretty well. Yeah, so I think that's our coal industry. On the other side of that industry, and so we won't be building all 3 of this. I just want to space it out a little. The idea is now we obviously need to run this into some sort of a storage for coal, right? So if we're going to the large aggregate storage, ooh, that one is going to be really tough. So the idea is something like this for now. And so maybe the intention is we don't build that one, we build this one first, because it's going to be an easier ride to just get that all sorted out. And I'll pull it back a little bit over here. Yeah, something like that, so that we could also provide aggregate unloading or something like that. Truck aggregate loading over here. Oh yeah, it's gonna squeeze in there nicely. There we go. So all of that is in place. Let's quickly tie in all of our little roads. If we do, say, that and that's pretty good. What we don't have here is decent fire coverage. We have fire coverage from over there, so it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Then I just want to make sure that we suspend construction over here and suspend construction over there. So we're just going to keep them there for the time being. This construction can and should continue. We can tie this one in so that that construction can start also. Yeah, I think that's okay. It's not the greatest piece. So there's a lot of stuff that that we have got to tie in here. So let's just make sure that we are also running a little something through there. We do need to get power out here also. So there is a lot for us to start working on, and I don't know if any of this will immediately get constructed though. Yeah, I don't think we're in. Yeah. So we're outside of that 1 kilometer radius, and we've got a shortage of a number of resources. So anyway, that's the planning for this area. So here we can start mining coal, having a coal mining, the Morgan Valley coal mining operation going on. But how's the rest going? So that has been constructed. This has been done. That's been done. Awesome. A lot of stuff was working straight away. Okay. Oh, and this is done as well. Did we get people here? I believe we may have people in here. Okay, excellent. So now we've got more people. What I wanted to do, okay, so at the moment, how many, at the moment I've got bus lines going in both directions. So let's quickly have a look at our gravel workers line. Okay, so we're going from Morgan Valley bus stop, and I do like this. And I think the idea is that then I would like to stop. Can I, after that one, right? Can I, after this one, here I would like to add another stop, which is the second one. Yes, it does, in fact, get the second one in there. So I want everybody, so now it will actually become a kind of a localized route. So now it's going to start here, go there, and then come back and start here. And I like that. So that's the one. And do I want to change the name? Well, let's save that for now time. Oh, interesting. Interesting how we're now, yeah, now it's a bit of a nice little loop going on there now. I do want to change the name, so this is just, oh yes, I wanted to say basically this is the MV gravel gravel line. MV gravel line. There we go. Excellent, and I'm going to save that. So now I can just add an extra bus to that. The other one I want to do is MV refinery workers. Actually, this is not the gravel line, right? Let's just make it the gravel workers. MV gravel workers. So I want to never forget about it. It has to be easy. That's the plan. We don't want to devolve into what we devolved into last time. Now, so this one goes in there, and then I think what I want to do here is I want to say after that one, I like to add another one which is over there. So now it can do that. Okay, so now it goes there and then there. So it doesn't actually make the loop around. Anyway, but that's okay. So now we've got that in place. Now, what I want to do is I want to add at least 2 more buses so that we get more guys going around. We're working with the Zills, I believe, at 65 kilometers an hour is just great. So we'll grab 2 of them. And I just want to make sure we assign it to line gravel workers, please. And start that one out. Thank you. And the other one, please assign it to line refinery workers and start. We'll probably have to add an extra bus to this. Okay, how is this going? Is this filling up nicely? Ooh, 50 tons of bitumen over there, 80 tons of fuel, which is great. The moment, oh, we finished this one off. Okay, fine. With that one finished off, it means that now we can start working on the rest of our distribution. So I'll quickly pause the game while I get rid of that. I don't want that one to be part of the mix anymore. I don't want this to be part of the mix anymore, and I don't want any of these, none of these. Get all of the fuel moved out of there. We don't want to do anything with fuel over here. So give me my fuel truck, and I will just rebase it over there, please. Thank you. And at the same time, I'll also get rid of this one. I'm not going to use it. It's probably a waste. Okay, let's not get rid of it now, but I'm not sure I'm not going to use it. Over here, what we'll do is we'll say that from the fuel reserve, please go and do this one and that one and this one. So everybody gets fuel if they're less than, let's make it 50. Okay, and then this one, we'll also want to export fuel if this one is over, actually, let's remove that one for now. Yeah, let's remove that one for now, and let's just get all of that going. So once this one is there, it should be able to start moving things around. Are we still having fuel in all of these at this point in time? Yeah, fuel is available pretty much everywhere we would want fuel, so we haven't run out. We've just finished off this one, which is excellent. I'm glad about that. Now we've got multiple buses running these, so hopefully we can get through that a little quicker. We can clearly see that we are now using more oil. So I'm glad about that. So what these lines are doing, now that they're going to both of them, we would find that we may be carrying multiple types. So here you can see we're loading workers only. Only workers has been loaded there. So where is it heading to now? It's an interesting one. And this one? Only workers over there as well. Was there only? Where's this guy going? Is this a need? Oh, it might be a need of getting some. Yeah, I think we're filling it up over here. That should be okay. Should be okay. Well, the idea is, yes, now we've got a passenger on that line. So the idea is that can now be a passenger line between these stops also. And we should see plenty more workers arrive at these various facilities. I do want to hook this thing up also. so much to do. Okay, let's continue some work on some of our gravel roads here. One of those is for us to maybe just quickly finish off these sections. They're pretty small, so that's pretty basic there. And I would like us to maybe run the long stretches here also. Yeah, that's okay. Let's run that long stretch there. That should be pretty good. Nice. This construction is not started, which is fine. Okay, let's see about linking up this stuff now. This is not getting any workers here just yet, so I want to add some workers in here. Getting some quarried stone so we can get some workers going in here. Now, for the stone line, I'm going to pause it while I quickly change up the stone delivery line. And I'm going to rename it to MV Stone Delivery, just FYI. MV Stone Delivery like that, and save it. Also, I want to not go to the rock crusher. I want to go to this one instead and unload all the quarried stone. Please wait until unloaded. And at the same time, I'd like to delete that stop over there. Here we go. So there we go. Now we've got a new setup going on over there. So will that guy leave or... Okay, well, let's pick up the other line quickly. Okay, the other line, we want to rename it to MV. Come on. MV Stone Delivery 2. There we go. And we also want to add this bad boy over here, and then we'll remove that one. And here is unload all the quarried stone, wait until unloaded, and save. There we go. Now both of them should be able to go. So once that last load is gone, it'll start coming this way. Now, are we seeing guys coming through here? I believe, yeah, here they come. Yes, here they come. So we should start seeing better processing done over here now. Missing quarried stone, really? What is this guy doing? Can you please make your way over there instead then? That's fine. What I'm going to do now is let's just demolish this guy. Sorry about that, guys. Now we're providing proper amounts, right? How much do you have? 8 tons already. Is this full? It's not full. Why is it not? Oh yeah, it is filling up. This is filling up. It's just not visible. It's interesting that it's not visible there. Okay, let's get rid of this little section there. Oh, that's not the plan. I don't know why that was a thing. Now let's trim back. I just want to trim back here, trim back there, and we'll just tie it in. If I go here, something like that at least. So it's a little closer, I feel. Okay, we can add additional trucks over here as we need to. But yeah, this is filling up quite nicely. Good number of workers here. Missing quarried stone. So let's quickly buy two more vehicles for them. Where's my third snowplow? How many are there? There are 3 though. So I want to buy a couple more. We still need tons of some of these guys. So let's get 2 more dumpers. This one, please go to MV Stone Delivery 1, start. The other one, please go to MV Stone Delivery 2 and start. Perfect. Hopefully that will make sure that we get a much better supply of gravel. I'm hoping we can build much more over here also. Yeah, we are producing a fair bit of this now. Would like to see these fill up quite nicely. And so what are we doing here? We are collecting our bitumen from the MV Bitumen Reserve. It'll load it there and bring it over here, as long as this one is not 90% loaded. So that's good. Now the question is, I'm kind of tempted to actually move this one over here. Okay, and then we move the bitumen as well, the bitumen task. So we'll pick up a MV bitumen here and we will unload there, as long as it's not 90. There we go. So now it should do the trick there, and then we can go and remove it from here. Asphalt plant, yeah, we're not unloading anything there and we're not picking up anything there. So we're really doing, what are we doing? A dumper is doing what? It's going to unload at the cement plant and it's going to load at the small aggregate storage. Ah, so it brings coal? What? Cement plant. Oh, over here, coal. Yeah, it brings coal. Okay, so it brings coal this way. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Okay, I would like us to... Okay, so that's finished building over there. This is underway over here. So there's still a lot of that needs to be done, but I also want to start construction over here. So I'm going to put you onto a little bit of a time lapse where we actually start the construction process of all of these things over here. So I will see you when we have something functional that we can go with over here. Okay, guys, that was quite a long time lapse right there, and yeah, what it's kind of boils down to is the fact that we just don't have enough workers and probably not enough implementation over here, or implements over here. So what I'm thinking is I need to that wasn't quite what I had in mind, but it'll kind of do. I'm kind of thinking that I'll do something like this. A little bit of a road there, and I think we need to add an additional construction office. I also think, okay, so I've added an extra building here that's been built, but what we can do is we can import a few additional workers. I think that is probably going to be the right thing to do. So let's invite some immigrants from the Soviet bloc. Ooh, that's not bad. From the third world is not bad. Let's start with the Soviet bloc first. So let's get a few additional immigrants from the Soviet bloc over here, and maybe a few over here. It is costly to do that, so we do need to just make sure that we keep our numbers nice and high. Otherwise, our construction is never going to work. We've done a fair bit of road work here. Oh, the other piece that I wanted to do. Oh, I had a little glitchy section over here that I had to end up paying for. It was like 180 rubles or something, because it just continued. The bus continued not to be able to go there and blocked up my my bus stop over here. So let's quickly finish off the last piece of this road, and then we can start gravelizing that one. And then we've got a lot of our main roads in town sorted out, but I do want us to also start building this one over here also. So let's tie that in there and there and there, and we'll see about getting that constructed. What I've done is I've stopped the construction over here, but I can recommence our construction. Oh, that construction went well. Let's assign this one. Oh, it's actually being assigned at the moment. So that should be built over there. And then we need to get these various pieces built also. So doing a lot of construction at the same time, not a good idea. It just kind of trims down your ability to do stuff so much. What do you think of my my little forest over here to try and hide our heating pipe? Which reminds me, I also need heating to come over here. The mine and so on would need heating, so we probably need a little bit of a heating facility, heating exchanger or something right over here. This is bringing all the various bits and pieces. We only have 9 work days. Oh, no, there's a bit more work days there that needs to be done. But anyway, it's all kind of going along. Yeah, it's really quick to build to build these power lines. Power lines, quick, really quick. Need some workers out over here. So workers seems to be our biggest issue. We're up at 1,200 now. And our births are now steadily going beyond our deaths, which in the last month was not the case. So that's why I added a few more people so that we can try and get that birth rate up a little bit. That is absolutely the plan. I added an extra ambulance in between as well, so that just to make sure that we have our medical treatment up where we need it to be. What I want to constantly check is see where these numbers are going, and they are pretty good, to be honest. We will be in a position where we can start exporting some of these things soon. I want to get it to about a 50% mark, and then we'll go and export. And we may as well do that. So MV fuel reserve. No, but yeah, the issue is we want to distribute regardless. So yeah, so it's actually not going to work to run the exports from here. What we may have to do is run the exports from this one, where we say that we'll grab and that guy over there, and then this one is done. So the bitumen reserve, as long as it's over 50, we can go ahead and load, and then we can go and unload at the customs house. Yeah, that's not going to work either. So we'll have to put up a separate one there. I think I might just do a little one. Yeah, more kind of single ones is probably the right thing to do instead. Is this going now? Yes, so this construction is moving along. We need tons more implements. Okay, let's get another construction office. I think that's the most important thing for us to do. So if we get another construction office, this time around, I'm just going to go ahead with the 30. Yeah, so something like that. Then we can start the construction over there. So these construction yards back to back over there. That should be our second construction office, and that will hopefully, when we procure some more stuff, that'll help. But it is still a matter of workers. A matter of workers at the moment. So lots of people actually working here now. And that's done. Excellent. That section is done. Now I'll go and do the rest of this. If we can get all of these sections done, be quite helpful for the movement speed. That's okay, that's okay. Probably need this strip done as well at some point. Yeah, that would be useful if we do it, if we can get this loop done as well. And you've mentioned that in the comments, or in the Discord, I believe. Okay, this is underway. We should get this first phase done pretty quickly. Are we running out of workers most of the time? Yeah, so let's get a few more people to come and work here. Oh, the other thing that I need us to do is to get a bit of a university. I keep falling over my words with this stuff. So I want a small university, like just something small. We don't need, so a tiny university is something that I'm interested in grabbing. It feels like it can work. Can actually squeeze it in right over there, or can we squeeze it in here? My goodness, yes, that's the spot. That is the spot right there. We'll get a tiny university in there, and we'll just link it up like so. We can start the construction on that also, so that we can get people to make sure they get a little bit more professional. Quite useful. Okay, so we can see that we are now starting to burn a bit of coal over here. So it must be, heading towards winter. Yeah, you can see the ground, trees, everything. It's looking really, you can clearly see things look a certain way. Hopefully we'll finish this one off now. Yes, and then power will be over here. Then we can continue our construction. I paused this construction because like 3,000 work days right there. So that is quite a challenging one to get done on our small little population. But yeah, okay, that one's done. So now we've got power in this area. So let's go ahead and recommence the construction there. The power has been allowed over here. Can we finish off this construction fairly soon? I think so. We've got the implements around. Well, one of them at least. Are we out of? We're out of bricks. Our bricks are arriving. But we run through those bricks really quickly, though. Do we have another vehicle full of bricks on its way? Oh, there's some boards coming in. All the steel is here. We just need a few more truckloads of bricks to come in. But there aren't any bricks here, so bricks needs to come in from the border. Yeah, so that's why once we get that mine up and running for the coal, it will help us so much in terms of our construction industry. Once we can start making our own bricks, that's a whole new ball game for us. How's our population doing? Our births are slightly above our deaths, and we're heading into winter, so it's something we need to be very mindful of. Still missing some gravel over here, I think. Yeah, absolutely. Where is our gravel? Is our gravel empty? No, there's tons of gravel available. A lot. And also this, that's one that I want to set up. So I can get a cement truck so we can start exporting cement over here. So let's see, we've got the cement plant, but we don't have this one. So let's add, oh no. Oh no. So what was it? It was the cement plant and it was over here, and you go and load that and you unload over there. So that's fine. You'll do that thing. The other piece that I want to do is I want to pick up this one and I want to take it out to the border. So if that is above, say, 80%, then please take it out to the border for us. No, and I don't want any of that. So none of this needs to be done. And this needs to be coal and coal only, and then that doesn't need to happen. But I do need a cement truck to start exporting cement for us. I think that's a good step in the right direction for us. So if we go and grab ourselves a cement tank, just the one I think is going to be fine. And we'll, no starting, move it to this depot out here. Then it can hopefully start exporting some cement for us. Cement is not an expensive product, but it's anything we've got real excess of, like this instance here. We've got real excess. We would like that to be exported just so that we can up that number, so that we can offset the imports that we're currently running. So if we go last month, it's like 113,000 worth of imports. This year, 300,000. Okay, there's some vehicles, definitely some vehicles in here. Oh no, it's immigrants, it's the people. But regardless, we still need to go and start offsetting that as best we can. Is this a load of workers? No workers on here. This is my problem. We need so many workers to be able to do all of this construction. So hopefully this would finish soon. Oh, we're still waiting for a fair bit of bricks to come in here. Any bricks around? Nothing whatsoever. Bricks should be coming in from the border though. Not yet. Here it comes. A load of bricks. Oh, there's another. Two loads of bricks. Excellent. So then the construction office should start picking that up. So over here you've got same thing. Oh, we've got a fire. Let's quickly see where that is. It's the kindergarten over here. I believe we've got a fire truck on its way. Here we go. Should sort out that. Excellent. Good stuff. We need some bricks. More bricks over here. Steel. probably going in here now. Yep. Little bits and pieces. We still have, yeah, we're still doing good. We're still doing a good job here. Our self-sufficiency in terms of the oil and bitumen is really good. I just would like to start seeing this get to self-sufficiency sooner rather than later. This is so slow. So slow. We don't have any mechanisms or implements that can help this. There's just a lot of workers that we need that are constantly delivering materials here. Okay, we finished off that section there, so let's continue to run the next stretch there. Just little bits at a time to not disrupt our economy too much. Over here we've got this done. So yes, there's probably not a lot going on. There's just so many bits and pieces that we need to plan out. I would like to see a lot of them get done. And potentially just more workers is the answer to that. Well, let's bring in a few more workers over here. And we'll bring in a few more workers over here. We unable to get food. Really, you should be able to. I believe most of our needs should be met. Why don't we have electronics? Definitely not missing. It's available next door. I wonder. Can I try and tie this in? It still really does not want to tie in anywhere. I'm sure there's a little slither here. Yes, there we go. That's fairly helpful in terms of cutting some distances here. University is almost done, I think. Not quite. Still waiting on bricks and steel and stuff, but yeah, should be very quick to do. Which fire was this? Morgan Valley Small Aggregate Storage. I didn't even notice that one. Still waiting on some bricks over here also. How's our brick imports coming? So there are bricks available, so it's being picked up at the moment to go to our new apartment block over there. This is currently working at a pretty decent rate here. Also, excellent. So it's just a lot of waiting around for construction works to be done. Not a lot of planning happening at the moment, but I do want us to probably make room for another kindergarten over here. Yeah, so I like that. We'll just place it right there, and then I'll see about getting the little dirt road to go in there. Then there's a bus stop next to the kindergarten, so if effectively we can have people take the bus to get to kindergarten, I think. Anyway, these will be able to walk there anyway. Can they walk to the other kindergarten? They can, in fact, walk there also. So it's not too a big requirement, but I do want us to fill out this area with some more housing over here. Got some people around. We should be able to finish this one off now. Oh man, 0.23 tons still required, so a complete vehicle trip just to get that done. That is a bit of a disappointment. Oh, and it's picking up boards now. How's this going? Lots happening. Finishing that off maybe. Yeah, that should be done very, very soon. And I would like to finish off that last stretch of gravel through here as well. Come on, almost done. More workers arriving. Okay, that stretch is done. Let's get the next stretch sorted. That one, and then there's that last little piece there, and then I'd like to do this section. And then we can start doing the longer stretches. It's very tedious. These areas here where you have all of these little pathways, these footpaths. They are quite problematic. These little stretches, little stretches. Where's the rest of the bricks? Brick the bricks. Here comes some bricks. Must be it. Must be it. There we go. Comes our final brick, so we should open up this one now. Should be done. Yeah, immediately almost done. Costs us a lot of money to bring in immigrants. When you build this, you need to kind of tick or untick whether you're bringing in immigrants or not. It's better to gravel the road, put the gravel road in first. Oh no! This is what I want. It's not. Put the gravel road in first, and then start with all the little paths. A lot happening over here. Final piece of the construction is going. What's our population like now? So we've increased our population a fair bit, but we are still struggling to get all of the construction work done. How many work days have we gone off here? So like 150 work days that's been dropped here, because we only bring loads of like 4 workers at a time here. But all of the other bits and pieces are around, so we can continue work without any big deal, as long as that bus brings a big load of workers to us. Yes, that's a little bit more helpful, so that will get us there a little quicker. But yeah, a lot of construction in terms of constructing a mine over here. Lots of steel and stuff coming in, but obviously all of that is being imported into here as an interim stop, and then from there it is taken to the various spots that we're constructing. There's construction going over here, slow. Not missing any resources, we're just missing workers. Gravel and concrete is required, but I think that's on the way now. And we're probably heading into winter very soon now. Okay, hopefully that can... Yes, so these implements, if they arrive on site timely, we get it done very quickly. I do like the fact that we can actually do the trees like this, just to kind of secure this area, not secure, to hide the pipe a little, makes it look a little nicer. We'll probably do a similar thing down here. It also will help shelter this area a little bit, or this area that we're planning to build there from this industrial area over here. That's pretty good. We don't need all of these workers here. Are we starting to see our exports go out there a little bit? Yes, absolutely. What's going on? Wrong button over there. So last month, what happened in terms of our exporting resources? So coal. What? Why are we exporting coal? Is it over here? No, you can't possibly be exporting stuff there then. Yeah, so that's just not working. To try and do exports and other things with the same, you do need to separate your distribution offices a fair bit to be able to do that. So let's get rid of this then. We'll have to sort out our own other separate setups. So what I'll do is I'll start looking into getting slightly different distribution offices available. And for this, it's just going to be a small one. I don't think we need more, but I'll do a 3, just because anything smaller than a 3 feels pretty useless to me. Yeah, I wanted to kind of squeeze it in here. That would have felt so nice to just be able to do that. We could maybe try and get a spot there. If we do that, we'll quickly squeeze it in. Now what I want to do is check if I do that and then I come in here and do this. Yes, that'll still work. Okay, perfect. So that is fine. We can continue with that. I don't think that construction will start unless I manually assign it. Is this going a little quicker? Not at all. All of the stuff is there. It's only workers now. One worker at a time. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Okay, this is taking a lot of our workers, but once that one is done, I would imagine we can start focusing on the other bits and pieces a little bit more. So that section is done there. Let's quickly get our last section of gravel road in there. Then the town is pretty much sorted out. A few more little sections right here. Okay, we've got a university up and running. Okay, that's excellent. Students waiting for party officials. That's fine. That's fine. As long as we slowly upskill our people here in this area, it's going to be just perfect. I don't need a ton of educated workers here, but some educated workers would be quite nice. Well, to slowly start building it up so that in the future we don't have to kind of import a lot of them. This construction is really slow here also. No workers. Workers is just constantly a problem, though our unemployment numbers are slightly higher than in the past. So presumably we should be able to pick them up, and there's just an issue with maybe kindergarten. So what's the issue here? Unable to get food. Really? Why? You can walk here, right? We do that and check it out. You can walk to all of those fairly easily. Maybe what we do need to do is investigate adding an additional shop here, which I kind of thought was probably the right thing to do. If we go to shops, and we'll see if there's anything there that could be of use to us. Not the small shop, not the shopping mall. No, let's go with the standard shop then. Like just the grocery store maybe over here. What does the grocery store have in terms of its numbers? So the warehouse is really poor for both of these things. So if we want to do it, I suggest we do it like this. Store over here is pretty well within the reach of everybody. Don't want to put it on this side, so really this spot here is about the right spot for it. But we will need to bring in some more power from this side. Alternatively, if we bring in the power from that side, that's not too bad. There's just a very small little spot here that's not powered at the moment. So we could probably leave that open with some stuff and put like a park or something in there. I think so. Instead of trying to kill ourselves with the power stuff here. Oh, but unfortunately it's not getting the... Really? It's not getting the heating? So how about we do this then? Yeah, I'm going to do that. Perfect. Let's cancel this though. I want to cancel that road thing there and put in something a little cheaper. And then once that's done, we can get a warehouse in here also, so that'll help a little bit better over there. This construction is not underway because we are awaiting bricks. Are they coming? I believe so. There should be bricks available to take over there. This guy is still kind of waiting on workers, and it's not really making any real progress. The mine is really just taking so much of our workers. I don't know, it's not taking any workers, it seems. Maybe we should trim down back on some of these things a little. Let's trim back workers there. Go down to 5 at this. Probably can go down to 3 here and to 3 here. And over here we're on half load, so that should be okay. We may drop that down maybe to 5 and see how that goes. That should be sufficient in this area. Over here we would like to run some exports at some point, but we're not getting workers in. Really, we're not getting workers in here. I wonder where all my workers are at. Unemployment is high. There's workers, tons of workers available over here. So you're heading to some form of construction site somewhere. 72 workers out to the coal mine. That is quite useful. Hopefully we'll get that done fairly quickly. Oh, that one is finished also. Let's, how many people do we have around here? There's no kindergarten available. So I'm very keen to maybe get the kindergarten all set up over there so we can start getting that construction in place. Lots of construction happening all over the show, but unfortunately we're not getting to the stuff quick enough. An extra construction site would be also useful. Okay, let's also grab that so that we can get that little section of road done. It's very tedious to make sure the whole thing stays functioning while you do all of this. If the construction teams aren't busy, they can do some of these things very, very quickly. But unfortunately, our construction teams are constantly busy at the moment. I'm almost tempted to start splitting these workers a little bit more so that these lines don't run the way we're having them run at the moment. Here comes the snow. Okay, so with a lot of workers arriving over here, wow, okay, get the, that's tough on the eyes. It's really tough on the eyes. That transition is tough. Okay, now there goes the snow plows. Hopefully they can keep everything nice and sorted for us. Why are you guys not snow plowing? Really? What's the issue here? We've got power. Nothing? Honestly? Why are you not snow plowing? Everybody should be snow plowing. I'm a little worried about this. Do we need workers here? Well, we don't. They should be snow plowing. I don't know why they're not. Anyway, lots of construction happening right now, all the way, all over. We're slowly getting this mine done. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to call the episode over here, and we will try and get the mine sorted out in between. So I'll get the mine to get in there so that we can have a little bit more of a productive session next time and see about getting some other construction pieces done. This just takes the 3,000 work days. Wow, 4,000 on these guys also. That might be quite a lot of work for us right here also. So I'm gonna have to maybe get two of these. Get one of these and one of these done, and then I'll start the next episode. It's just a little bit tedious to have us wait for all of that in an episode. But other than that, I think we are doing a pretty good job. I want us to get out to food and all the other bits and pieces that we need. And I also definitely want to continue the work on gravel roads here. And I'm a little worried about what is going on right here. So if I do that, I'm just going to move. I think there's something wrong with this depot. Really? Yeah, there's something wrong. These technical services stuff is might be problematic. I've moved them all, but they seem to be stuck there. So we'll see. Maybe a restart does the trick there. Otherwise, I do not know. I do not know. Anyway, the snow plows over here are looking good. We just need a little bit more snow plowing right around here from these guys. That's a little bit of a bummer. Okay, guys, I'll see you next time. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button. I apologize if it's a little bit on the slow side, but yes, it's obviously cosmonaut mode and we need to do a lot. If you want us to speed things up, do more in between episodes, please tell me. Yeah, that would be good. See you next time. Bye-bye.